To my fellow earthly inhabitants, I want you to take a second and think about who has made the most impact on your life. Think of that one person that changed the course of your life, for better or for worse. Surely there is one person above all else that has changed your life for the better. Now that you have them in mind, forget about them, because you're wrong. It's almost funny how wrong you are. Surely someone in AP Lang would be smarter than that. But alas, it's okay, my child, for Ethan is here to guide you to the greatest life coach of them all, Fortnite. Yes, you heard it right. Fortnite is the only guide to life you will ever need. The game has touched the hearts of 125 million souls and has led them on the path towards enlightenment. Now, for every believer, there are non-believers, so allow me to convince you. I will attempt to explain just how deeply Fortnite has affected all of its players. From feelings of true rage after being one pumped in the face, to the first glimmer of hope after being revived by a teammate. Nothing in this world has ever made me feel more emotion. Now, 4 broken controllers and 1 cracked screen later, I now grasp Fortnite's true ability to impact a person. This was no mere game. No. It was like a guide to the universe itself. Now listen closely, for I'm about to bestow upon you the wisdom imparted to me by none other than Epic Games. Lesson 1. Control is an illusion, and one must learn to adapt to survive. In Fortnite, no one knows what is about to happen. It's chaos. From facing that one guy with copious amounts of explosives, to getting into massive build fights only to be shot down, nothing is under the player's control, and you must adapt. If you don't, well then it's a one-way ticket to the lobby for you. While not adapting in Fortnite will lead to your swift death, not adapting in life, that's just going to be much worse. Lesson 2. Persistence. Perhaps the most important lesson one can learn from Fortnite. Despite dying more times than I can count, and shedding enough tears to revive a medium-sized river after a drought, I continue to go to play. It's all in the grind, or it is what it is, are just some of the things I would tell myself as I pushed through the pain to the inevitable glory that awaited me, that coveted victory royale. And let me tell you now, I had to push hard. But there was never in my life have I experienced such joy after winning the first victory royale. I felt alive, on top of the world. Finally, my hard work had paid off. My first victory taught me many things. The first being that I was better than everyone in that lobby. And the second being that in life, you have to stay persistent when you have a goal. You must be willing to encounter countless obstacles and be able to push past them in order to reach your goal, whether it be in academia or the professional world. Lesson 3. Teamwork. Now, I'm not too sure if I can talk about this lesson too much since I'm still working on it. Since I have too often thrust myself into a 1v4, forgetting that I had 3 other guys to back me up, only to die, and then blame it on my team for not being there. But I mean, let's be real, it was definitely their fault for not following me. Anyways, as the days extended to weeks, I struggled in the team environment. I could not shake my tendency to play as a solo, and I needed to if we were going to win. But while it took some time, eventually I learned that not only could my teammates be used as meat shields and distractions, but they could also be of help to me. They could revive me when I'm knocked down. Through hours of squads, I finally learned to trust in my team and occasionally rely on them for support, something that I apply in real life to my friends and family who also always support me. Now, lesson 4. If you get knocked down, or if you die, walk it off. Now I would try and sit here and explain to you just how many times I've been knocked down or killed in Fortnite. But I fear if I think back on those times, I may add another broken screen to the list. Instead, I'll talk about what happens after I'm knocked down, or lose all my health to that one kid who's definitely using aimbot. Now, from med kits to mini shields, there are so many items to help players get their health back. If knocked down, there are teammates to pick you up. Even if killed, there are teammates to bring you back. Whatever the case, there is always some way to come back, no matter what situation you are put in. I took this lesson to heart as it taught me to never complain about a situation, but to always look for a way to improve it and move past it. Now, knowing you are all teenagers, I'm pretty sure you zoned out of the video by now, but for those of you that didn't, I hope you have learned that whoever you are and whoever thought in the beginning of this video was nowhere near as impactful as Fortnite. That being said, if you still don't believe me, you have to go download the game for yourself and truly experience everything that the Fortnite gods have to offer. Now on that note, I guess there's really only one more thing to say. Where are we dropping?